We ordered it like in middle of December, but it was ordered from the dealership for somebody else before that. But they didn't start building them until December, the 2022. So it wasn't that bad, and it didn't take that long to get. And
All right, it's game day.
yeah.
Do you know what that means?
No.
Our van is
Almost
in.
game day. Tomorrow's
Right.
game day, but close enough.
Right.
Yes.
Our van has arrived. It will be pickup time tomorrow, and right now we are currently leaving the Escapers convergence.
Which was fun.
Yeah,
It's a little different than the bash, as far as not as much stuff going on during the day because people work. But it was fun. We got to hang out with Richard and meet other people, so it was good.
I mean, even though it was a smaller event, and that's what these are intended for, there was still plenty of going on. We played pickleball, almost every day. We were able to get our runs in, but then we had trivia night and open mic night and game night, and
we're leaving a couple days early because we have to get to Phoenix and pick up some stuff before we pick up the van. But but it was fun. It's a good thing for people that are on the road for sure.
Again, met some great new people that we can now call our friends, and we'll come across again. And that's what these convergences are all about, if that's what you're looking to do.
Yeah, and when you're full time on the road on an RV, it's kind of nice to have community on the road. So we have on Google Maps all these people's locations now that we've met, so we can see where they're at, and if we're in the area, we can meet up.
Yeah, definitely cross paths and reconvene in other locations. So anyways, we are leaving from there. We are currently going to be driving to Phoenix to pick up some more 80/20 that we needed to help finish out the build. We'll hang out in Phoenix tonight, and then pick up our van in Phoenix then tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll work out good because we're driving back to Quartzsite because that's where all the stuff is to build up the van, and it's 2 hours to Phoenix and then 2 hours to Quartzsite, so perfect. And instead of having to drive to Quartzsite and come back or whatever.
The timing was fantastic because we then were able to do the convergence without having to miss that entirely, and the timing is really falling into place. So now we gotta get our game on and go at it when we get back and really start building it out full force.
Yeah, we'll start with the windows, stuff like that. But we have basically a month. You'll be gone for a couple of those weeks, but we'll have 2 weeks with you here that we can get the big stuff that I need 2 people to help me with.
Yeah.
But we have all the stuff in the storage unit. I'm sure we're missing little bits and pieces as we go. The disadvantage of doing it in Quartzsite is there's no Home Depot or Menards or anything like that. So, but Lake Havasu is about an hour away, so it's possible we drive there for a few days. They have BLM land there, and finish the build. But I think it's gonna go, quote quote, fairly fast. Hopefully, to a point where we can kind of live on it or stay on it.
Yeah, hopefully we have everything that we need for this current phase of the build, and don't have oh my god, we totally forgot this major part. We have constantly discussed, is there anything we're missing, and then we've come up with a couple new things yesterday that we need to get, but I think we're good to go.
Well, we have so many different pieces and parts that are not related to each other, so it shouldn't back it up, but like the swivel seats, the fan, the windows, all that. So even if one of them is missing something to install, we can move on to the other thing. And that's what we did on the original build, was okay, well, I need to order wire on this, so move on to the next thing, which was very fun. And this is what we hoped that would come in time, that we could spend time while we're down here in the desert. Beautiful weather. It's not going to rain when we're installing windows.
No, we know it won't rain. It's
not going to be too cold overnight, so it's a perfect time of year to do it down here.
Not too smoking hot yet.
Yeah, and the van, what I want to say, it was ordered from, we ordered it like in the middle of December, but it was ordered from the dealership for somebody else before that. But they didn't start building them until December, the 2022. So it wasn't that bad, and it didn't take that long to get. And, we didn't know for sure when it was coming in, and, there was conflicting information on the certifications. And this one's going to be the 4-cylinder, which is perfect for the gas prices right now, because it's supposed to get like 25 miles per gallon, and we'll see.
Yeah.
Even though that's never a big concern to us in the
scope of it all.
In the scope, because it's the gas
it's a
price.
necessity.
Well, it's a necessity, but the prices are going to come down. This isn't a forever thing. So this has happened before. But anyway, the 4-cylinder will be fun. It won't be a 4-wheel drive, but it'll be. We like a lot about Aaron's Sprinter. That's also not a 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
So
the timing has been really good. We actually put this van up for sale almost 2 weeks ago already, and we didn't get any hits on it. And actually, it's been perfect, because now with the way things are falling out, and I'm still here, we want 2 vans to get around and get supplies, and have the other van to fill everything up. So it's been perfect to have the 2 vans. And so we'll see what happens when the time comes for me to fly out, and if we still have 2 vans or not. And so we'll strategically place things so that when Bob is by himself, 1 van can stay. And so we'll figure that out when that time
And we're
comes.
looking at the logistics for the van, and we're getting, it's not that we're not getting hits. We're getting hits. It's just nobody's pulled the trigger. It's still very early in the season. We knew that.
Yep.
We priced it. I think the price is correct now. We had it higher to begin with and came down just test the market. But most of the country's still cold.
Yeah.
So it'll be fine. We have it listed. One of the things we may end up doing is driving it to the Pacific Northwest and keeping it up there. And our youngest son doesn't know yet, but pay him to go ahead and show it or open it.
And it's listed in a bigger market than we had before. So
yeah, and so it's there's no surprise, there's no nervousness, there's nothing.
we're not bummed about it. Nothing.
It was more, let's throw it out there at a high price and
Yes.
see what happens. If it does sell, then we'll skip the convergence, but we didn't want to.
No. So the price is lower. So anybody looking for a van, give us a shout out on that.
And it was interesting. We had somebody I listed in Seattle on Craigslist. That person nicely sent the email and said, I follow you guys on YouTube. It's out of my price range, but I love it. I think your build is brilliant, and hope your kids are enjoying their builds. And so that was heartwarming. That was sweet that somebody did that. And it was Craigslist Seattle. It wasn't YouTube place,
And to actually take the time out, find our email, and to email personally off of that. I mean,
that's pretty cool.
That's what this YouTube thing is about for me.
Yeah.
Really. To get those personal connections and to get those emails and to get those comments.
Well, and your numbers are starting to go up. I do the talking head stuff. I do.
As you noticed.
I love talking about Starlink. I love talking about the van build. And it's not that I have this crazy knowledge. I do not, but I research it. I have many years of experience in a lot of this stuff, so it's like I can just tell you what I know, and you may already know it. That's fine, but I might sprinkle in. And sometimes it's more, you don't even care, but what is that Starlink? And then I give you just little bits and pieces. So anyway, so I'm not as involved, but I noticed your numbers are pretty, getting better, even though really minor compared to many channels. But
for sure,
it's interesting. It's for her. It's for Gay. It's not for. There's no money involved. It's a negative cash flow situation, but that's not what we're doing it for.
No, and surprisingly, the numbers are up to 1,863. I think. Is that what it was, or 1683?
No, it's almost 1,900 for subscribers.
Almost 1,900 for subscribers. I mean, who'd have thought? I never thought that would be the case when doing these videos, and that, as you know, has never been my intention. But fun, anyways, and the email we got, so it's all very cool.
And you got 250,000 views. So that's a lot of views.
So thanks for watching. That's why I do it. That's why I'm producing these videos, and it's really enjoyable.
It's fun. It's fun to share. And then we're doing this fan build, and we're going to do the Great Loop, or part of the Great Loop coming up. And so we have a lot of people that might be interested in little pieces. And you know, as soon as we flip to the boat, then all the van people will
fade off.
But stay subscribed. You know, and the Sea Dory is like, you know, being in a van. So.
Yeah. So anyways, we thought we needed to give you an update on what's happening since we kind of switched things again in midway, and that's again what our lifestyle is. And so we will be heading back to Phoenix and picking up the new van tomorrow.
Super excited to get started. Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave your comments below. We'll see you on the next video.
Hello. Howdy. How you doing? Hi. How you doing? Solar.
I was wrong.
There it is.
So he's going to get you a parking tag. You'll put that in your window somewhere.
Okay.
So it's visible.
Oh, really quick. I don't know if you're aware.
We
have
got a
convergence.
What's that?
You are. Oh my goodness. Convergence virgins.
We're not virgins. We've been
wrote it on there.
to we've been to many.
Well, fake it. You get a second chance of being a virgin.
All right.
Third chance now.
True, yeah.
Awesome.
Well, yeah, so you guys, solar, you got that. You're just going to go on up to right behind this guy.
Okay.
There'll be a young lady in a cowgirl hat and a vest.
Okay.
And they'll direct you where to go once you settle in. If you want to come up to the white tent here, the bat.
Okay.
And they'll get you your waiver, you get your wristband, you'll get your sticker and all that other fun stuff.
Sounds good.
Both of you will need to come and sign the waiver. Like, everyone has their own, so they're all individual. So you've done it before, even though it says virgin.
Yeah.
So follow her and she'll guide you on the way.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome, guys. Welcome
All right,
home.
thanks for your help.
So we're virgins again? What the hell? If I would have known that, we would have done more of these if you give me a virgin every time.
Yeah.